to get from the game, to be perfectly honest. But listen, we're looking forward to it. Derby's always a great occasion, and hopefully the red side can win the game.
I couldn't disagree more. Couldn't disagree more. Yeah.
I love it. I was going to say, I'm guessing you're going to say the same for the blue side.
Yeah, you would want Mancunian football to be in a better place at this point in the season, but the fact is derbies are always massive in the city, and it's going to be great when the weekend comes.
And finally, lads, before I let you go for the Manchester derby, who's getting their hands on the trophy tonight?
Well, it's been competitive, and all the teams have, shown a great attitude towards it. We knew it would be. Footballs never lose that edge. But I fancy our chances.
I fancy him saying that.
You both fancy your chances?
Listen, if we win this game, I think it'll be us.
Best of luck. Best of luck to both of you. I like that. Best of luck, Adam and Phil Bardsley. Okay, well, the Manchester derby is just about to kick off. We'll let you both go. So let's hand back over to our commentary. Our commentator tonight, Jim Proudfoot.
Emma, thank you. Ashley Williams is alongside me, the Everton captain. Ash, got to start by just asking about the conclusion to that last game and what the general reaction is. We heard from James Vaughan, who's clearly pretty heated and upset about it.
It's a shocker. It's a shocker because the refs give us the time to play on. Vaughan's gone and got the winner, his hat-trick, beat Liverpool, and then Liverpool have had a little moan up about it and the refs crumbled and he's overturned it. So it's not much we can actually do about it. The ref's blaming the timekeeper's blaming the ref. It's a shame, no, because Vaughan deserves his hat-trick and the win, I think.
I suppose the one saving grace for you is that result, academic from your point of view, in terms of the night. I mean, it never is in a Merseyside derby, that goes without saying, but unfortunately the die had been cast for you guys before that. You've seen and played against both of these teams. Yeah. What are you expecting in this one then?
It's going to be a tough game. Both teams are good. I've got my gut feeling is that Manchester United are the most comfortable. They've been probably the best team so far tonight. You can tell they play a lot together. City have looked good. They was good against us, obviously. First game they weren't so much. So we'll see, but I'm sure it'll be a fiery little encounter. But City have got a lot of flair in their team if they get it right. It's just that United have looked more compact and played the game a little bit better than the other three teams, in my opinion.
So the winners of this go through, and United have the draw as well. Liverpool are waiting for the winners of this final group game. City have scored 8 goals so far tonight. United just the 4.
Yeah, but there was quite a few against us. They don't count.
They don't count. They're not halved, you know, when they scored against you playing at the back. It's not the way it works.
We was pushing for a goal. We had to leave the back door open.
It's a good attempt from Webber. Great control. Couldn't quite get the angle right to beat David James. Bardsley for Webber. No matter what the circumstances are, this still a fiercely contested derby match when it's played on Mancunian soil. The crowd have been looking forward to this all day. Bardsley. Eagles. Webber trying to set up Phil Bardsley, who's dragged it wide. Back for Darren Gibson. Good save, David James. Essential that he got a right hand to that. Webber again. In off James. Back ahead in the Golden Boot race. That's number 4 of the night for Danny Webber, and United lead.
He's having a good night, Danny Webber, and I think just see how sharp he is in these kind of areas. He's always first to react. It's come off the inside of Jomo's leg. He'll be upset with him.
Well, in the last game, he was up alongside me, Ash, and he was talking about how it's quite an unforgiving surface if you dive on it. He made the save there, and you could tell he was wincing as he got back to his feet. So United leading in a match in which they only need to draw. As things stand right now, it's going to be a United-Liverpool final. One game that they've already played ended in a 1-1 draw. The cagiest of the matches so far. Brown, dispossessing Eagles. Here's Petrov. Now Sean Wright-Phillips, who played in 15 Manchester derbies in his career. Webber. So United restarted. Took a touch off Nader Manua. Gemma's had a good night, just sitting deepest for United.
Solid. He's been very disciplined, and he's just allowing everyone else to get on with the job.
And as soon as I say that, he loses possession. Here's Petrov. It's probably Paul Rahubka's best moment of the night. Really good stop that. Standard goalkeeping has been universally excellent. Gibson in the way of Anua's shot. Back for Lescott. Right Phillips. Here's Petrov. Time to think about it and work the angle. Right Phillips was down. There was no advantage. So Dermot Gallagher's pulled it back and has given City a free kick.
I think that might be the first one that Dermot's got right all night tonight, actually.
6 minutes is now played. 1 minute left to play.
Taken quickly and fired wide. Taken too quickly. I'm sure you guys as players miss the adulation. I'm sure that Dermot misses the cacophony of boos ringing in his ear.
Yeah, I think as soon as we've seen him, we started to give him a bit of grief today in the hotel. But he's had a poor night like normal, to be honest.
They speak so highly of you guys.
Yeah, I bet.
Half-time fast approaching. Sean Wright Phillips. Slicing it away, that will do at this belated stage of the first half. Still time though for one last City attack. Petrov finding Lescott. Michael Brown coming onto it and unleashing. It's come back off Gibson. Petrov with a shot. Lescott. And the whistle very clearly went at the end of that 7-minute period with United leading. And Danny Webber, the man on target again.
Yeah, the first goal is so critical in these games because as soon as you concede first, now you've got to start coming out and trying to get a goal, and then you're chasing it and they hit you on the counter-attack like we've seen all night. So it's going to be very difficult for City in this second half.
When you are chasing the game, how do you go about it? Because clearly what you were doing, you were going forward 5 against 4, and you were leaving somebody back. It must be very difficult to get that balance right.
Pointing out that the way you go about it is not how we did.
It wasn't what I was
but
saying.
in hindsight, you can't go and chase the game. But because one striker has to stay in the other half, as a defender, it's so difficult because you want to get the overload on the attack. But if it doesn't go over the top of the netting or you score, you're in real trouble now getting back. So it's a cagey one. Realistically, you'd like to score the first goal, because then the other team have to come out and they've got the same problem. So we'll see how City try and manage this now, because this is what United are good at when they go ahead.
So Danny Webber with the first touch of the second half, and with the most important touch of the first half. 1-0 to United. And unless City can completely turn this around, it is going to be a United-Liverpool final. Foul by Anua. Here's Webber. Back from Eagles. Just a little sighter from Webber, but using the boards. It's back for Eagles, off the board from him as well. Now City get it forward. Bit of space for Petrov and for Wright Phillips. It's be coming across to force him to play it back, and Petrov with a howitzer that was straight into Gibson. And the crowd's best touch of the night. Now Lescott. Miller trying to turn. Lescott again. Wide for Wright Phillips. Well, the angle seemed inconceivable, but he squeezes it in. All to play for again.
Now that is rolling back the years. That is typical Sean Wright Phillips goal, isn't it? It just gets to Keith Gillespie on the outside. Real tight angle. That's what he does best.
Once beat United in an FA Cup final in his Chelsea days. He got a couple of goals in Manchester derbies as well. And he's tied it up here, 1-1 after that Danny Webber opener, cancelled out now by Sean Wright-Phillips. Remember, a draw will still see United through to the final. City have to win. They've given themselves a platform to launch the comeback now. 4 from Lescott. Correctly judging that he had a little bit of time. Back for Joleon Lescott again. Wright-Phillips. Hit it quickly. Allowed Rahubka to come across and make the save.
He had time to have a touch, didn't he? So you know what? When you stop playing football, you get out of the rhythm so quickly. Everything moves a lot faster than it actually does. Like there, you can see he's got time to take a touch, but when you're down there, it doesn't seem like that.
Petrov bringing it forward. Trying to shield the ball back into his path. United can clear. Eagles. For Webber. It's a fine night, but he couldn't get the better of Joleon Lescott. There's Lescott again. And it's Miller. He's denied the opportunity to get a shot in by the diving Gillespie. Petrov stepping away from Gibson. Well, he's done the hard work.
The right foot's not like the left, is it?
Now Rahubka's left that, and City have it back as a result. Lescott trying to play Miller in, and United can get it away with Djemba Djemba. Midway through the second half. It's United in the box seat at the moment. A draw good enough for them.
They do this really well, and they just keep possession and then try and draw you out.
Oh, clever from Bardsley. Jones getting that left hand down and able to make the save from Gibson. Here's Ishmael Miller. Wright-Phillips. Still scores. It's 2-1 City. They've come from behind, and now it is they who will be in the final if it stays this way.
Now we've got to see what Manchester United have got in response to that, because they've been in front for most of the games, I think.
First side to hit 10 goals tonight, City. Sean Wright-Phillips has 3 of those, including both in this Manchester derby. And he could get better for them yet. And Neuer coming forward. Oh! Was he caught by Rahubka, and where? The answer is yes. But outside the area. There are calls for the keeper to be put in the sin bin at the very least. Oh, it's gone the other way.
Well, explain that one to me then.
I have nothing.
And that says it all. That might be worse than the decision, but in our last game.
Well, I think most of the crowd were anticipating that the big decision in Dermot Gallagher's mind was whether to put him in the sin bin or not.
Yeah, or penalty, or was it a free kick? But it was definitely an infringement.
.90 seconds to go, and in that time United have got to score. Phil Bardsley still relishing the physical encounter and nature to the game. Well, doing so these days with a grin on his face.
Yeah. Joel don't mind it either, Joleon Lescott.
So James clipping this forward, a minute to go. Well, in theory.
Now, is it a 60 seconds, or what are we talking at the end of the game?
United have got to score. City have got to keep them out. It's Webber. Another fine stop. Some personal cost for David James, who's back on his feet and limping, but it's another excellent save By the time Bardsley restarts this, there's only going to be about 25 seconds, 20 seconds to go.
20 seconds.
Danny Webber, Bardsley again. Straight at James.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
That's job done for City. Well, they did it the hard way. It's been very difficult all night for sides to come from behind in games. United, having led, only needed the draw, and they were overwhelming favourites, but they reckon without Sean Wright-Phillips, who's rolled back the years, the 43-year-old with a brace of goals, and it's City who are in the final against Liverpool. Special one for David James, taking on his old club again, and United are eliminated.
Yeah, surprising. I thought they was going to get the job done. I said that before the game, and especially going ahead, but credit to City. An iconic Sean Wright-Phillips goal, the first one, definitely. So well done. I think this will be a good game. I think Liverpool now go into favourites for me. I think Liverpool have looked the stronger side out of the two. But as we've just saw, you know, anything can happen within that in the game.
And how significant, finally, Ash, will it be that Liverpool have had a breather for the last 15, 20
no,
minutes?
it makes a big difference if you have to go straight back on, because it is tough going out there. So Liverpool will be refreshed, but also City will be in a bit more of a rhythm, and I've got that adrenaline flowing a little bit more, so it could work either way. If it was me, I'd prefer the rest, I think.
A thrilling final game. Danny Webber having given United the lead with a helping hand from David James, who made an excellent save prior to that. Sean Wright-Phillips then equalising from a tight angle and scoring the winner in the second half. City beating United by 2 goals to 1, and it will be City who will be playing Liverpool in the final, thanks to those 2 goals from Sean Wright-Phillips.
Sean, what a game that was. What was it like to play in?
If you look at me, I'm still trying to catch my breath. No, it was tough. I think the United team used the ball very well. You can see they've done this multiple times together. We just had to be patient and hopefully take our chances, and was just waiting for the right ones. And Joe and Nadab said, take him on, keep taking him on. It's basically what I just carried on doing.
Fantastic, and it's the final now. I mean, you've done it the hard way, but you're there in the final.
Yeah, done it a bit. We've done it more than the hard way, but like you said, we're there now. Hopefully we'll get enough time to rest before the final comes up.
Sean, thank you very much.